Peace. Welcome to Ladyscorpius Tarot. I'm your host, Ladyscorpius. Today we'll be reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026. This will be a 3-card general love reading, so take the message that resonate, leave the rest behind. As always, if you guys would like to see what's going on personally in your life and you would like to get a personal reading from me, check out my website, ladyscorpiustarot.com, where you can book a personal private reading on there and check out my products on there that I have. And yeah, let's get into it. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, all information is in the description box below. So check it out. If you'd like to subscribe to any of my services, everything is what you need to see, or everything you need to see is below. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, Aquarius. I haven't did a reading for y'all in a while. So hopefully you guys are doing well on your side of town. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for y'all love life for the month of March. All right, Universal Spirit, Angels, Ascending Gods, and Masters, Gods and Goddesses, Ancestors. Give me messages from my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026 around their love life. What energy surrounds them? What advice do you have from them, Spirit? What is going on with my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026? 3 cards only surround their love life. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026. Give me 2 more cards from my Aquarius for the month of March around their love life. 1 more card, Spirit, for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus around their love life. All right. Oof. Got a lot of cards coming out. Okay. Some of you guys, we had 2 bonus cards that came up, but I'm not going to read them in this reading. I'm just going to go ahead and read them now. I do feel like for some of you guys, if you've been responding back, I feel like some of you guys have been waiting for somebody to respond back to a text message of yours. Could be a ex-person that you maybe fell out with, or you guys haven't talked to in a while. You feel like somebody's being left on, like somebody's feeling like they're being left on red, whether that's you or the person you're connected to, but somebody's definitely waiting anxiously for a reply. Some of you guys like, oh, maybe it's just busy, like, but somebody's ignoring somebody's text message. You may feel like somebody's ignoring your text messages right now, so that's confirmation for some of you guys that they are being left on red. They're trying to distance themselves, or this could be you. But I also feel like for some of you guys, there's a lot of broken promises. This could be the reason why, because of the broken promises from the past, a lot of disappointments, a lot of broken disappointed expectations, failed commitment, lost trust. You know, maybe somebody feel like the words mean nothing anymore. But the overall energy we have is spilled tea. That's crazy. The overall energy is spilled tea. So somebody's secret got exposed or will be getting exposed this month. Whether that's your secret, Aquarius, or you're finding out a secret about the person you're connected to, okay? I feel like maybe it could be some gossip going around that you might not be aware of that might be coming towards you, or you might find out a secret that this person was not trying to tell you, or maybe you didn't know if this person was dealing with somebody else. You might find out this person is, but some of you guys are like some type of... Sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, some of you guys, it's like you could be finding out about some type of spilled secret or something that somebody was holding back from you. You might find out somebody else dealing with somebody else. For some of you guys, I just feel like something is going to get revealed to you this month, all right? Rather, you've been looking for some information or trying to find out something, or somebody trying to find out something about you, Aquarius. Something will be revealed this month, all right? Let's go ahead and get into it. The first card we have is Me versus Me. The second card we have is Soul Contracts. And then that third card we have is Commitment Issues, all right? So somebody is doing, this is self-competition. Some of you guys are going through some type of personal growth. You realize maybe some things within yourself that you need to change, or whoever you're connected to is trying to, you guys could be mirroring each other. It could be some type of reflection, like somebody's feeling like, you know, I'm going through my own personal growth right here. The only competition I have is myself. You know, this could be self-competition to evolve and be a better version of yourself. Some of you guys are definitely trying to become better than yesterday. You guys are realizing like the only competition is you. So maybe you're realizing there's things within yourself that you need to improve to be in better connections. All right. That's just what I'm seeing, or somebody's feeling like that, that you're connected to. But I do feel like it's something connected to a soul contract. So some of you guys were in a faded connection in the past, or could be currently connected to one. But this was like a karmic relationship or some type of spiritual agreement that you guys were destined to connect to. You were destined to meet this person, so this person can help push you towards some type of self-realization, some type of self-reflection, so you can go through some type of personal growth. Some of you guys could have thought that this person was going to be in your life forever. This was going to be a love of a lifetime, but some of you guys, it's like Spirit is showing you like yeah, this shit went to, this commitment, this situation went to shits, because I'm seeing it was definitely commitment issues in this connection. It went to shits because this person met you because y'all had a soul contract in place. This person's trying to push you towards being a better version of yourself, or going through some type of personal growth or spiritual growth, all right? Some type of evolution. So sometimes karmic connection comes, to push you towards being your higher self, so you can learn a lesson that you didn't learn in the last connection or a last situation that you didn't learn from. So sometimes, we meet people and they come in just as karmic lessons, all right? So some of you guys could be thinking about a karmic connection you had, or spiritual contract or soul contract that you had with somebody. You felt like this was like destined, or you felt like it was just very intense. But yeah, you met this person for a reason. Like, some of you guys could be finding out something about this person, or they could be finding out something about you. But I feel like whoever you were dealing with, or whatever situation you were connected to, it was a lot of commitment issues, Aquarius. I feel like somebody was afraid to settle down, whether this was you or the person you were connected to. Somebody was afraid to settle down. Somebody was avoiding intimacy. Somebody had a fear of like loss of freedom. So for some of my Aquarius, some of you guys didn't want to be connected to this person or fully commit, because you felt like if you did, this person was like, you was going to lose a sense of freedom. But that's an illusion, because we all have free will. And if you're dealing with a person that makes you feel trapped, stuck, and bound, like you don't have no free will to do anything on your own, that person's not for you. But if you're dealing with somebody that gives you free will to go and do your errands and hang out with the girls or hang out with the guys or whatever, then that person, they're not here to keep you stuck and bound. But sometimes what we do is we get in situations, we keep our options open, thinking that, hey, if I lock in with this one person and fully commit, I'm not going to have any other freedom to do it. I mean, that's not the case. So I feel like if people are still in this mindset that you're still searching for freedom, but you want a connection, then you should just be single. Because that's where the confusion lies in. So either you were dealing with somebody like that, Aquarius, or you were doing this in a connection, okay? To where as though it was a lot of fear and intimacy, or fear to fully lock in and commit. All right, because it was a sense of loss of freedom, but that's an illusion, But I feel like some of you guys were in a complicated
incoming call.
Complicated connection. 1 second, y'all. What's going on with these cards? All right, let's see what's going on, Aquarius, for commitment issues. Well, me versus me. Why is me versus me here for my Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026 around their love? Like, why is me versus me here? Ooh, the strength card. Spirit is saying it's time for you guys. Spirit is trying to help you find your inner strength, your inner courage, your inner power to be brave and face yourself in the mirror and realize that some of these karmic connections, you might not understand why you were in them, but it's because it's forcing you towards personal growth, strength, evolution. It's forcing you to focus on the things within, to find your inner strength. I feel like for some of you guys, you had to see things from a different perspective when it comes to your relationships and connections and love. Maybe you finding out this information, or the secret that was exposed is showing you something differently, or just making you think about relationships or connections differently. I feel like you guys were in a stalemate connection, that you realizing that you were just sacrificing yourself, or somebody felt like they were sacrificing this connection, or sacrificing themselves for this connection. I feel like it was definitely was some type of stalemate connection that you were in, and it just was going nowhere, and someone released themselves. All right, so somebody released themselves from you, Aquarius. You could be rushing towards them with some type of conversation or some type of impulsiveness or action or something like that. I feel like some of you guys are trying to defend yourself or defending your beliefs. Maybe this person coming at you sideways, Aquarius, you could be trying to defend yourself from them and try to tell them that you could be talking to them about your own personal growth, the things that you had to endure, how you see it, change your perspective about things. Whatever this was, some type of argument or fight or disagreement happened. It was forcing somebody to move forward. So I feel like it forced you to move forward, to gain more control of your life, gain back power, have you find your strength and find a direction to move forward from this partnership. Because I feel like at one point in time, you guys were like in a partnership with this person, but some type of communication, fast communication came in, or quick decision happened, to where as though with the 7 of Wands here, somebody had to pull back. Somebody had to pull back because it was like you was trying to persevere. There's a lot of defensiveness in this. Like, somebody was persevering due to challenges, but I feel like you had to maintain some type of self-control in this connection. It was a lot of defensiveness when it came to communication or something like that. All right, somebody was impulsive, whether this was you or the person you were connected to. But yeah, some of you guys, it just made you realize you had to look yourself in the mirror and realize the only competition is me. I gotta get me together so I can be right for myself before I even enter a next connection. Clarify soul contracts. Why is this here for my Aquarius for the month of March 2026 for their love life? Why is soul contracts here? Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys were different Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Somebody was moving very slow. That's why things were moving very slow in this connection, because it was karmic. It was some things that you had to slow down and see so you can learn from, rather this you or the person you were dealing with. I feel like things were moving slow. You know, you could have felt like you put a lot of hard work in this connection. It was a lot of responsibility to be in this connection. This connection was causing a lot of responsibility on both ends, because I feel like both of you guys were learning something, and it was a lot of hard work to keep it going. All right, somebody had to break away or to get some type of rest. And if this was you, Aquarius, I feel like you was in your head a lot, or you could be in your mind a lot right now about the connection. The spirit is calling for you to get some type of mental rest, take a break. Some of you guys are getting some extra sleep or needing to rest. It's a lot of contemplation that you're doing, a lot of thinking that you're doing. But spirit is saying it's time to restore yourself. You guys with the 8 of Cups, some of you guys have walked away from a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male or female. Some of you guys walked away from a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, or they walked away from you. But somebody had to walk away from the emotions because you realized that this soul contract was just a karmic lesson. All right, you guys were destined to meet because of some type of agreement that had to be fulfilled, a contract that had to be fulfilled. Now that the contract is fulfilled, somebody was leaving it behind. All right, it was some type of disillusionment in this connection that somebody had to walk away from. I feel like some of you guys were definitely doing for Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces that could have walked away from this because they felt like there was a lot of disillusions, a lot of secrets. Maybe they felt like things were moving very slowly, things were not moving forward. Maybe some of you guys were on different pages. But I feel like for others of you, you guys had to move away to focus on what was best for you emotionally. But I feel like somebody was very compassionate in this connection, right? If this was you, the person you were connected to. Somebody was very compassionate. Somebody was very comforting and nurturing, and just felt like they got taken advantage of because it was options here. So I do feel like a lot of confusion came into this connection. A lot of secrets, third-party energies, different options here. Somebody was searching for a purpose in this connection, couldn't quite find it. A lot of fantasy, disillusionments, daydreaming. Somebody definitely had their head up in the clouds wearing rose-colored glasses. So I feel like somebody fed Aquarius, they either fed you illusions of fantasy or you fed them illusions of fantasy. And it just became too much of choices, too many choices, too many options here. Somebody had to temperance their emotions, their addictions, or whatever this was. Somebody had to be patient to find a meaning to this. And somebody decided to move away. It was a difficult decision to leave this connection behind because it felt like home. I feel like for some of you guys, it definitely felt like home. But that's because this contract was fulfilled. Somebody had to move towards a new opportunity. So this is new opportunity coming in or whatever. Or somebody could have started a new relationship or something like that with an Ace of Pentacles. Somebody definitely started something new. All right. And Aquarius, you could have something new coming in for you. A new business opportunity, a new venture. Maybe some of you guys decided to choose money over this connection, or somebody chose money too. I feel like for some of my Aquarius men, you could have chose money over the soul contract. Yeah, the Devil card. Some of you guys was too addicted to the material realm. So your money, your material, overworking your fucking self. Some of you guys, this could have been addictions. This could have been materialistic shit. This could have been somebody that was gambling. Somebody took a risk. So Aquarius, you could have took a risk or a gamble in this connection. Could have been like some type of cheating, infidelity, control, possessiveness, whatever this was. It was karmic, and somebody had to release themselves from this. And for some of you guys, I do feel like it was something surrounding money or something like that. So the money overpowered the love. We have the Tower card here. The materialistic shit overpowered the love. Somebody felt like somebody was materialistic. The Tower card is here. So some type of sudden, shocking news will be happening. You might find out some type of news. That's why we got spilled tea here. You might find out somebody was dealing with somebody else, or somebody could be leaving somebody on red. Like whatever this is, like some type of leaked information could have happened. Somebody found out something, but some type of shocking news will be happening for the month of March. It's going to lead to some type of disaster or upheaval, but whatever it was, the tower had to come crumbling down in order for something to be rebuilt. And I feel like that rebuilding is you. So somebody gave you some type of shocking news, or you saw something shocking, Aquarius, whatever this was, it happened so you can be forced to focus on personal growth and changing and come out of this karmic connection or doing whatever karmic things that was being done. It's time to wake up from that. All right. Why is the Tower card here? Scorpionic energy. Some of you guys are definitely doing for Capricorn or Scorpio. It's heavy on the board. Yeah, King of Wands here. Somebody wanted to control the situation. Yeah, somebody was very controlling. All right. Somebody wanted to. Why is the Tower card here? What if I find a Tower card? Why is this here? Somebody could went back to somebody from their past. you know, and that could have ended the cycle right there. Somebody could have found out about somebody returning back from the past. When you return back to somebody from your past, Aquarius, if you came back to this person, you realize they already have options, or you would have just been juggled. They moved on to somebody new. For some of you guys, so that could have been a shocking truth for some of you guys. This person's already connected or started something new with somebody else. That's why they're moving slow towards you and they don't want it. If you have been trying to return, or vice versa, flip the roles as they may. Why is commitment issues here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of March 2026? Somebody didn't want to put in the effort or the energy. We got commitment issues here. Scorpio energy again, death card. Some of you guys, this came to an ending because changes had to happen for you and for that person, all right? An ending always brings a new beginning. So in order for something to grow, you have to water it. And if you can't water it, it's dead, right? All right. So I feel like for some of you guys, something wasn't growing in the connection. Somebody looked at investment and realized they was putting too much energy, effort, or work into this connection. Somebody could have been overworking themselves or only focused on the money, the bag, and they couldn't commit to this relationship because it was all about money or themselves, or somebody just was putting too much into the connection than the other. So one giving more than the other. Somebody had too much of high standards. It could have been. Somebody could have been too passionate. Somebody was moving like they were single, or rather been single. So somebody, once again, wanted their freedom. So that's what I'm seeing. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on for commitment issues. Give me another clarifying spirit. Why commitment issues here for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the month of March 2026? Love life. Commitment issues. Somebody wanted to be adventurous and explore options, explore new territories. Too excited, too damn free. That's why I said somebody wanted to be free. Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like either you, Aquarius, or somebody else could have got with somebody else. All right, you could have hooked up with somebody, started something new, got inspired to move towards something new, got excited for something new, which caused a commitment issue. I do feel like somebody decided to move away, rather it was you or the person you were connected to. Somebody's like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm leaving it behind. You want to go out here and seek thrills and adventures, or be overzealous and excited to be mingling with other people? I'm out. So I do feel like the Page of Pentacles in reverse, somebody, once again, the lack of commitment. We have commitment issues. Somebody wanted to give a lack of commitment. Rather that was you, Aquarius, doing this, or the person you were connected to doing this to you. But somebody got too greedy with connections. There was a lack of commitment. Somebody was being lazy. They wasn't putting enough effort. And that caused a lot of sadness, a lot of depression, a lot of negative energy to come towards this connection. This old contract could have led to something. I really feel like that, but it turned karmic. It turned karmic because somebody, rather you or the person you were connected to, was not learning the lesson, and somebody had to get left behind in the cold because it was moving slow. Things were moving slow. It had the potential to move forward if hard work and effort got put into it, but I don't feel like somebody was putting hard work and effort because it was commitment issues. Fool card, yep, Five of Pentacles. So somebody left out in the cold. I feel like somebody definitely felt insecure. Could have had different people in the mix. Somebody had to leave something behind. Somebody did something foolish and took a leap of faith, just taking risk, being too much of a free spirit. And I feel like it was too much of a fast-paced decision, quick decision making that didn't make sense at the end. All right, because ultimately that severed the contract that you guys had. Yep, that severed the fucking contract that you guys had with the Ten of Swords here. Somebody felt betrayed, defeated. It could have been this King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn you were dealing with, Earth sign, male or female. Take what roles, take them and flip them as they may. But somebody felt defeated. Somebody felt betrayed. Somebody felt like that was the ultimate failure. Somebody had to let it go. This was a collapse, okay? This was backstab, betrayal, everything else, because somebody made the decision to cut your ass out because somebody started something new. Queen of Swords, you could have found out about somebody juggling somebody else, you know, dealing with somebody else, starting something, having new feelings for somebody else, and you decided to leave the shit behind, or this is how they did you. That's what I'm seeing, Aquarius. Somebody left you behind, or you left their ass behind, but somebody got left behind. God damn it. Because somebody's looking towards their future now. Okay? Ending. A family dynamic could have came to an ending. If you had children with this person, or was talking about legacy partnerships or whatever, could have came to an ending. Marriage could have came to an ending for some of you guys. But I feel like some of you guys, I don't feel like this was a marriage. I feel like it was a commitment that maybe you guys maybe stayed together, or shared homes, or just stayed over each other's house a lot, or family that was connected, or all that shit came crashing down due to a secret about somebody dealing with somebody from their past, or dabbling different people from their past, or whatever. Now it's just a memory now between you two. Yeah, It's just a memory. Somebody felt stuck and trapped. So I feel like somebody's going to be coming out of this feeling of being stuck, trapped, feeling betrayed, feel like they're in a stalemate connection, feel like things are not going nowhere. I feel like maybe the commitment issues that came about, it really, really ruined the connection, because it could have been if something fulfilled, like family legacy, but somebody didn't want to do the work. Rather that was you or your person. Somebody didn't want to do the work. Somebody want to change. Now they realizing the only competition is me. I got to do some motherfucking inner work and some healing. All right, I got to do some healing because I'm fucking up soul contracts at this point. Something that was a wish fulfillment that could have made you satisfied, but somebody was smug and overindulging. That's what I'm saying. Giving to two. The merchant giving to two different people, but trying to hold on to somebody else. You can't hold on to a commitment while you're giving to all these different people. That's null and void. So that's what I had for you guys. I'm sorry about the ringing that came in between, but listen, I'm multitasking. I'm a reader on other websites as well. I do this for the love of y'all, because I support y'all for supporting me. I show y'all love for supporting me, but I am a reader on different websites. So I'm sorry if my calls come in between and it's kind of chopped up, but I just want to get these messages out there because I have not did Aquarius in so long. I do love y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed your birthday last month or whatever the case may be. And yeah, I will be back. I'll be back next month for another reading. See y'all next time. Peace.